right, let's do a little breakdown of what happened today. I wasn't able to trade very much of it at all. I had to catch a little bit. Uh, yeah, and it was pretty. It's a pretty interesting day. I mean, we had a pretty massive breakdown. Um, but I think this point of control down here at 29.5, 20 kind of caught us. Well, let's do a full-on kind of rundown of what the price action was. I haven't really looked at it too close, so this is probably going to be a little bit of a fumbling through price action kind of video, but whatever it is, what it is. This is just my first take on what happened today. So, all right, here we go. So this is where we're at. So on Monday, pre-market, we pushed up to, oh my God, that's just fucking wild. All right. So this is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Let's not even talk about what happened on Monday morning yet. We have this giant low volume node right here, right? And we have this marked off over here, but I think this now has to be moved over. We're going to move this over here, and we're going to keep that in our mindset for tomorrow. Yeah, let's do this and let's move this back over here. There we go. All right, so we gotta keep this in our mind in our heads tomorrow. So we're really kind of anticipating that 459 is gonna hold, right? 450. 450 should hold. Here that says 365, but really, to me, it's looking like that. Looking like that or whatever that is. So let's do this. Copy drawing, compare, by text, say, for all right. Um, that's kind of like that's what I want. I should say. That's basically what I want. That's what I want to say right around there. So that's pretty key. Um, look for volume build below 365, 355. Price accept, put trades down to 29,000. Yeah. So yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So we're gonna put this on here. Do something like that. All right, here we go. Yeah. So what we're looking at is this, is that we have a low volume node right here. We have a low volume node up here. We basically cut through this entire um, distribution zone. And now we're coming down to the bottom of it. And I think it's 465. Yeah, I'm gonna put that down here. I'm gonna say it's 465. 465. So um so that's a little swing low right there. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. And then we have today's POC right here, but it was a 420. And it's 420 that was kind of that previous POC. So we're gonna draw that in down there. That was a key point of view. I mean, it's not like we were sitting there reading all that long. Nah, it was kind of the yeah. All right, it's fun. So all right, there we go. We got some levels. We drew in a couple of new blue lines today. Um, let's get after this. All right. So Monday open, we just barely peaked above this key level that I had drawn out, and we sold off. We took out the swing low right here at the 25, 30,025 mark. We marked that in right here. We had the gap down into the open. The gap down was even bigger. Holy shit. All right. Yeah. Is that how deep it was? Holy shit. Yeah, it was all the way down in there. Wow. Wow. Look at that. That's crazy. All right. So we had sell off here. We basically took it from this low volume node here, which was more important before all the overnight action. Pushed through this one. Kind of had a little consolidation there. Came down to this one. A little consolidation there. This was working as support. So we broke through again, and now we're down in yonder. So for me, I would think we now have some levels that we could probably raise. It's probably less important than what we thought. I'm going to try and do a little action like that. And then yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at right now. So let's see. I think this basically says it right here. I mean, it's like this 465 really should support. Um, Look for volume build right here, and then we're going to jack lower. So um, this right here is a major gap down. Pretty wild that on the open we just shot up and we kind of tested that 750. Barely, yeah. I mean, we kind of chopped through this a little bit. I don't know. I mean, we're now below our 5-day rolling. 25-day rolling right here. 65, man. I think we can move this guy up. We're gonna move right into that. There we go. All right, that's what we're looking at. So targets for well, let's not even talk about targets for tomorrow yet. Let's go on over and check out our volumetric and see how the volumetric played. See what kind of clues we could bring into trading day tomorrow. Right, so what's key here? What's key here is this, is that we have to see and identify what cascading volume looks like. Today was a really great example of that. This is interesting because this is, the volume build in the wick. This is the attempt. Just built lower, except a nice distribution right here. Kind of a weird, kind of trendy distribution. That's pretty chop. Volume build here, and then we attempted to continue higher. So like this area right here, that's a 750. So when we look at that 750 now, let's come back and let's look at that 5,000. So we look at that 5,000 here. Oh, come on, where'd you go? Where'd you go, bro? Where'd you go, bro? Come on, where'd you go? Where'd you go, bro? So let's see. Look for where the true breakdown took place here, if that's even a thing to look for. I think we're just highlighting that whole thing right now. I think that's just key. Right. Then, all right. So then we have Chop City after that. Let's see how that plays then. Yeah. So we move into Chop City. light distribution here. Wow, that's just like right off the open. This is 15 minutes after the open. And we have another distribution here. Kind of empty, but this is a volume build down, followed by a volume build up, followed by a volume dip inside this wick right here. Acceptance of volume down here. Um, it's crazy. I got a couple of trades off in this, and I actually ended up profitable on the day. 360 on this account, and then I was in 20 bucks, but I was only after a couple of trades. No, this is tough. Yeah, this is pretty tough. I wonder if I would have. You know what? I don't trade the 9:30 period, so fuck it. I mean, 8:30 to 9:30. This is not my work. I probably would have been shorting into this. And I might have, let's see, 589, 70 points. And then we built this volume above it. I thought I would have been clean on that. I thought I probably would have been taking longs up. Maybe I would have gotten burnt a little bit on some pullbacks. Hopefully I probably would have been looking at this. I probably would have been looking at this clock right here, just like the truth. And then, yeah, I think I probably would have done okay with it if I would have traded it. Um, let's come back. Okay. All right. So it's interesting is today's point of control is right at the fucking bottom. It's right at the bottom, and that's pretty wild. I don't understand how the point of control today is at the bottom when we have all this volume in through here that there wasn't. Oh, that's a developing pocket. That's a developing pocket right now. So where were we at previously in the day then? Let's check it out. Yeah, that would make sense. So where did we come down from? Here. Okay, there we go. So point of control is 575. Yeah. So 575 is a pocket. Yeah, 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 yeah. So maybe we can put that aside. That would be going to just on that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's start following the development clock. So I'm in a sim right now. If I was going to trade this at the moment, we have all this volume up here. You gotta be shorting up 70. Yeah. So this is a buy. Even though we broke the structure right here, I think this is a sell. So even though we're above the VWAP, I think this is a sell. Let's just see if we can put one on first stop above the swing high. It's there. Maybe if we're right, we're gonna add. Mm, All right, we can just call this a wrap for the breakdown. I think it's pretty clear. And this could take forever to get down here, even if it